EP 34. We're getting there, Tony. 34. This is episode 35.
Big podcast money.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about that. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Let's talk about that. I'm your co-host Tony,
and I'm Martin. And once again, we are heading over to part 2 of the previous topic, which was global warming, fuel, energy saving stuff like that. Something like that. Yeah.
Recycling is good for the environment, so it's good that we're recycling topics.
Yeah, something like that. How's the required recycling around where you live? Is there any laws that you can't do this and can't do that and stuff like that?
If not that I'm aware of. I mean, after all, we're free in America.
Yeah, you can eat whatever you want and you can throw away everything in the same bin.
We throw our cans on the side of the road.
And let the hamsters eat it. No, what?
No, there's
nothing. You just have one trash can. Garbage bin.
Well, I mean, we have recycling service, so it's not like we can't recycle. There's nothing like legally that says I have to. But yeah, we get recycling service. And it's commingling, so we can throw all the recyclable stuff in one. We don't have to separate it out into plastics.
You just have separate bags of it, like.
No, we just throw them all into the same receptacle, and they get sorted at the recycling centers, I think.
Oh, fancy. I mean, we have like glass and cans. That's one. They go in the same. We have paper and cardboard. We have plastic, we have all the other stuff, and we have food. And then we have like all the like paints and spray bottles, all that stuff going into a different place. That's what we have here. And if I just threw all my food or everything in one bin, I would eventually get a fine.
Really?
Yeah, I would get a fine. Huh. Yeah. And I can't actually remember a time where we didn't recycle food separately from the rest. That's been like forever, at least in my town. And then I don't know if the paper maybe started before, but plastic is probably the newest one. Like they wanted plastic separately. I guess that's a newest one. But it's no problem really. Just you need like to have the space for it. And that's maybe the only problem. You need to have like stations for it inside your house, and that can be a hassle.
Sure.
When you have cardboard and paper, you have the tins and glass, and you have it's become a lot of bins you need to have and all the bags and stuff. But it's just a rhythm, I guess.
Sure.
Just a habit. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I know. I think I even may have mentioned on the program at one point that when I was in Japan, they separate out their trash into burnable trash versus other kinds of trash and recyclables and stuff like that. So yeah, we don't do anything. Nobody has the time for that here in the land of the free. So we throw all our trash in the same bin and all our recycling in the same bin, and let whoever sort the rest.
I'm trying to figure out the word here. I'm listening to what you say, but I'm trying to figure out this word. We are recycling bottles and like beer cans and soda cans and stuff like that. We're recycling those. I mean, when you buy a bottle of soda, like a cola bottle of Fanta, you pay like 2 or 3 crowns more for it than it's actually worth. and when you deliver it in, you get those money back. And we are recycling. I think it's. I don't want to offend those people. I don't want them after me. So I need to see how much in 2021, we delivered in 1.5 billion aluminum cans and plastic bottles in Norway.
Wow.
And this is, that's a lot. 1.5 billion aluminum cans and plastic bottles. And now when you buy a bottle of Coca-Cola, it might says recycle me again on it. And that means it has been recycled before, the whole bottle. So now you're usually buying bottles that have been used before. Mm-hmm. And that's great because you're saving plastic and all that stuff. Now Tony is looking at some bottles here.
Yes, I was trying to remember because I mean we do there are some states will give you money for like empty bottles and stuff like that for reuse. I was trying to look because I had a can here, and I could swear that usually it would say on the can somewhere. It does show me on. I have a plastic bottle here that does say talks about about specifically recycling in Hawaii and Maine. It looks like, but I guess I don't know because I thought Wisconsin also sometimes had stations where you could get, I don't know, it's like 5 cents a can, it's nothing.
No, 5 cents a can, that's about 5 crowns. That's more than we have. So yeah, but when I see videos like they're crushing cans, I get it almost painful because we deliver them in and we get money back.
Oh, sure.
And it's better for the environment than if you throw it in the bin. Now I sound like one of those fanatics, but I'm not. I'm not. I'm just trying to do my part.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do you guys do any composting with your food waste?
No, we have this. My wife has some that she put in the vegetable garden, just for us at home. But composting is that draws animals, and it smells, and it's not very good to have. I mean, we could have it because we're living kind of away from people, but if you're living in the neighborhood, it's not very good. I mean, people used to have it before, but no, not that much now. If you're living on the countryside, you would probably have like a dump close by. You could just throw it at, or if you have some animals, some pigs or stuff, they eat everything. But we have these green plastic bags that we have the food waste in. That goes in a larger brown bin that it picked up every second weekend.
Yeah, I think actually it was where my parents lived. They recently introduced specifically like food waste bins and stuff like that. So that's been kind of a thing for them. They've got this little it's kind of cute. There's this like they have this little like metal trash can with this little lid on it next to their sink where they there's eggshells,
and orange peels and yeah.
And then they specifically put that in food waste.
Yeah.
And that's also great because that, delivers rather than that just going into the junkyard soil, it can be processed into fertilizer and stuff like that.
Yeah, and it can also be processed into energy, because it's rotting and it's producing a lot of heat, and that heat you could use to produce electricity or whatever you need, mostly electricity, I guess, or heat to a building. Like
it's so cool when you can use one problem to solve another problem.
Yes, it is, and it's only the imagination that sets the boundaries, because we have all the technology. You just have to use it the right way.
And make that investment.
It costs, but it's in the long run, I think it's worth it. If you are able to invest in it. I've checked around when we talk about like energy saving and stuff. Things in Norway are getting quite serious now about energy saving electricity because of the war in Ukraine and stuff. So they're now talking about cutting the power during the winter in some hours, some places and stuff like that to save energy, because we have a disgusting agreement with the EU that we have to sell electricity energy to the continent. So now the water reservoirs we have are almost empty, and there's little rain, so the solar panels are getting in the game. And I checked for my house, it would cost me about 200,000 Norwegian krones, at about 20,000 USD, to install solar panels on my house. You could lease them for about, I think, 700 krones at $70 per month.
It's not terrible.
For I don't know how many years that was, but yeah, but it is a cost, and you need the money to be able to invest in it. If I had the money, I would definitely invest in it. I could do most of the work myself, but yeah, you need money to be able to invest, to save money. It's a lost cause for us who do not have 100,000 on the bank account.
Yeah, it's the one of the catch-22s in life is well, I forget who said it. There's a somewhat famous saying that says that poor people can't afford to buy cheap products because which isn't exactly what you're saying here, but I mean overall the message is like you need the money to invest.
Yeah.
To save money, you
need
money has there's the time value of money, which is a whole other thing. I'm not an economist or a whatever, but like in the long run, spending more upfront costs you less usually, and like it's tough because I don't have the extra money to put solar panels on my house, or even if it would save me money in the long run,
Yeah, I mean, it would save me money on the electric bill. It definitely would, but it would take years upon years before I could go in zero, or maybe not years now because it's so damn expensive for electricity. But yeah, it would take years. The same with the heating pump I talked about before, the air conditioner, you probably call it. It costs about 30,000. That's 3,000 roughly calculated. And if you use that, it uses less energy, but it takes a lot to gain that money. I mean, it takes a lot to be able to save money on that investment. So you save money in the long run, as you said, but yeah.
And I know the government here, does do some incentivization of that. Like, if you make purchases for your home here that are meant to improve your energy efficiency, you can get like tax rebates or tax credits on that.
Yeah, you can that here too. Yeah.
So,
but you have to, like on the solar panel thing, I think I could get like 25%. But then I would have to buy it first, and I would have to deliver the papers that it's done by professionals and done right, and then I could get the money back.
Sure.
But it's only up to a certain amount. So if I buy for 500,000, I would still get the 50,000. I would not get 25% of that.
Sure.
So, yeah. Have you done anything to save your energy at home? Is there anything you have like?
Not a lot, if I'm honest.
You guys are using a lot of gas, right? Not too much electricity.
It's some of each, yeah. I mean, it's it kind of the electricity usage peaks in the summer when we're running the air conditioning, and the gas usage peaks in the winter when we're using the heat, because the heat is natural gas. Um, so yeah, I mean, we're kind of split between those two things. Yeah, I mean, mostly just try and conserve energy. When we can, turn lights off, and
yeah,
that sort of little pennies in the penny drops in the bucket sort of stuff. I don't think there are there are programs, and I think we actually have the hardware for it already installed if we were to do this, that the power company during like high demand times can like lower the amount of power going to your air conditioning.
Yeah.
To try and help with demand on the grid and stuff like that. Although I don't know that that's really for conservation sort of reasons as much as it is just for, balancing the load on the grid.
Yeah. Probably more for balancing the load.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, we only have electricity and firewood. That's our things. All the lights in my house are LEDs because I've changed it. So that's a lot. I mean, all the lights in my kitchen, that's about 100 watts. That's not a lot. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 spotlights and some LED strips and stuff like that. So it's LEDs is quite good to save energy if you like switch a bulb from the glowing all the to LED. You can. It's not one bulb is not something, but 10 bulbs is something.
Yeah. Well, our house is relatively new, so I think for the most part everything here is using LED. I think maybe a couple of our lamps still have like an incandescent bulb in them.
Sure.
But like, we've lived here for what? Everyone likes to do math. Everyone likes to listen to me do math. I think we've lived here for about 3 or 4 years now, and we have not. I don't think we've had to change a single light bulb in the house.
Probably LEDs.
Probably LEDs, yeah. I remember in our old house we had these. We had like pretty high ceilings on on one of the rooms, and we had these like chandeliers that came down.
Oh man.
That had lights in them. We could never keep all of those lights not burned out. We were using incandescents.
Yeah.
We could never keep them all on. And it's like usually we'd be down to like half of them working, and we're like, okay, I guess it's time to get out the ladder and actually, replace these.
Yeah.
But
we have these.
I mean, LED lights are great. I mean,
and they come so far with the technology now. You can see like. I remember the first LEDs that came. There was this kind of blue hospital light. It was disgusting light, but now there are warmer, more yellow lights, or you can get white lights. You can get whatever you want actually, but it's nice. It's not like these sharp blue lights anymore. And
I hate that. Yeah, it's very.
It's great for its use. I mean, if you in your office or in your workbench, you want the white lights, but in your living room or in the hallway, you want like the warmer, more comfy lights. At least I want that. Yeah, but then again, I do not want the yellow lights that you had before with the halogen, because I don't want to change every picture or every color I have to more yellowish. I don't want that. I want the
I think like I feel like the sort of light you want, it's like mimicking firelight almost. Like there's something comforting about that. Not fully yellow, but
but you want
there's always
as we call it warm white.
Yeah. I like warm white. I like that a lot. Yeah. And just it just feels cozy. I like that a lot.
Yeah. Do you have like this when you can turn the brightness on and off, lower? What do you call those in English?
Dimmers?
Yeah, you call them dimmers too. Yeah. Do you have those around? Is that something people have?
We have them on a couple of our lights here. Yeah. Like our actually the main room lights are on a dimmer.
Yeah, I can see there are downlights, so they're most Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that too saves energy, you know. Because when you have like a normal switch, you turn it on, there's 100%. But then when you have it through a dimmer, it's like there's down a couple percent. You can't see it, but there is down a couple percent. So that saves the bulb actually.
Yeah. I mean, I'm personally, I like things kind of dark, especially compared to my wife, who wants. She's a very solar powered individual, likes and she's also sort of prone to migraines if she's doing things like watching TV without enough lighting or something like that.
Yeah.
But if she goes to bed and I stay up, I turn it way down, so it's just like, basically like the room is lit by like a nice firelight or something like that, and I love that.
Yeah, dim it low, or maybe just have one lamp in the corner on, just so you can see where you are. That's yeah. I like that too.
No. Yeah, that's great stuff. Well, and of course, now we have for LEDs, you also have like the color changing bulbs.
Yeah, the RGB. Yeah. No, I do not have those. But I know a lot of people have those. Yeah. You can also have these LED strips with you can change powers.
Yeah, those are cool. Yeah, those are cool. I would love to put some like underlights on some stuff in my kitchen.
Yeah.
Like, I'm kind of jealous, actually. One of my friends has a bunch in his garage, actually, like under some of the cabinetry and under some of the stuff in his garage that was put in there by the previous owners. And
we have those nice. Under our cabin, in the kitchen. We have those.
Yeah. I think we do in ours too. They're just not like cool, colorful ones. Oh, whoa! Why did it get really dark there?
I have no idea. I started to think, did you dim the light?
I wonder. I don't know. Maybe like one of the. I think maybe the light really stopped coming through quite as much this window. Oh, now it's back. I don't know.
That was sick because you do not have any lights on.
Yeah, so this is all just sunlight.
You didn't. Yeah. Wow, that was strange.
Yeah.
So it's not. I mean, when you can't save too much on the gas, on the natural gas savings. You can't save too much there because you're using the gas there. But we can save quite a lot, I think, if we are efficient. I mean, we have a lot of heat on electricity here. I mean, I have heating cables, heated floor in almost everywhere, and that drains a lot of energy. But I have this app where the boiler is electric, and all the heating panels under the windows are electric. We do not have the radiators as you have. We have these electric panels instead, and we have, like, as I said, the heated floors, and I have everything in an app, so I can decide when they're on and how much they're on, how high the temperature and stuff. So we're saving a lot there by having them turn really low at night, and when we're usually at work, we turn it off, almost off, and stuff. That I think we are actually saving a lot there. And that's something, it costs, but I think you can actually gain a lot of that if you are installing a new electric panel heating, whatever those are called in English. Just use those extra money on one that you can adjust to like that. Yeah, I think that's. And same with the heated floors.
Sure.
Yeah.
We don't actually. Technically, we actually have heated tile in our bathroom, although I don't think we've ever used it.
Oh, that's a luxury you need. If you turn it on, you will never turn it off, Tony.
Yeah,
because
I know.
That's a luxury. We have heated floors in the kitchen here, in the hallway behind me here, and we have it in the wardrobe. We have some walk-in closet thingy. We have it in the bathroom and the entrance. And there's always on just a tiny bit. And it's so comfy.
Yeah. Yeah, I know they have kind of a similar setup at actually my wife's family's cabin, where they the part of it is because it gets cold in the winter and there's not a lot of people up there, so they actually have like the just to keep it.
Yeah, about
whatever
they have it like just above freezing, so the pipe doesn't freeze and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, they actually have like the water heater, I believe, actually like or somehow puts the like heated water through the floor.
Yeah, yeah, they have these water. Yeah, they have water heated floors. Yeah, that's quite quite in newer houses. That's something to do. It would be really hard for me in my house that's over 100 years old.
Yeah, a good bit of retrofitting there, I would imagine.
Yeah, that it just wouldn't work. Yeah. So
I suppose we're kind of reaching the the end of our time here, aren't we?
Yeah, we are, and we have talked about. We started talking about the gasoline and combustion engines and stuff like that, and we talked about energy saving at home now. I mentioned also that the sea and stuff like that, but that's something that's too complicated for me, I guess. I don't know too much about that, so getting into that would be like someone is not too pleased downstairs.
I hear that. Yes.
Yeah. Sometimes he's not too satisfied, and he likes to tell us that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah. Yeah. But then again, I about the when they chop down forest and stuff like that, I don't know too much about that. So for me, it's kind of hard to talk about that in detail.
Yeah. That's a whole other ball of wax.
Yeah, and actually, when talking about saving plastic and stuff, I'm doing hiking and stuff, so I have these like a plate and a fork and stuff like that I use on hikes, and those are actually used from recycled plastic, so it's not new stuff.
Sure.
And try to do stuff like that by things that are recycled and not brand new stuff.
Yeah, reminds me there. It was really cool. At work, my wife's team had like some fancy beverages as part of just
something.
just for fun. They had this big long meeting, and so but the cups they got were actually these like the recyclable aluminum cups, rather than like disposable plastic cups. And you could recycle them or reuse them yourself or anything, and they're really pretty cool. Like it's I'd love to see more of that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, now it's not, I don't know how it is in the US, but in the EU, plastic forks, spoons, knives, like you can buy just like single-use things. It's not allowed. There's now only wood. They're made out of wood, and it's that's positive and negative because they're goddamn useless. But the plastic ones was useless too, and plastic straws are not allowed. They're only paper or metal. You can buy the metal, I think. But I guess that's a thing in the US too. I mean, the straws.
It is a self-imposed thing. Some places do. There's certainly no laws against it. I mean, I can go to the store and buy all the plastic cutlery and all the plastic straws.
Yeah, you wouldn't find that here. Not at all.
Most restaurants will give you plastic straws.
Yeah.
Some of them have made the switch, and part of it depends on where you are. Like I know several years ago when we were down in Florida, right near the ocean, they were all using like that whole city had basically outlawed plastic straws because they didn't want they had like sea turtles came and laid eggs on the beach there and stuff like that, and so they'd completely outlawed plastic straws every place you went with the paper ones, which I hate. I mean that's so okay. Sorry, I'm a little side topic here. Straws are the worst, like because paper straws, hate them. They just get soggy over time. Plastic straws are great, but they're terrible for the environment.
Yeah, I don't like straws either.
And then reusable straws are great, but they're so freaking hard to clean. Like, you don't have anything that can go in and get them clean if you got to rinse them out immediately and to have any chance of salvaging them.
Yeah,
it's
because if you use that and you just clean it like in the dishwasher or something, you're not going to get it clean enough. Yeah. And there's either soap or it's mold inside of it just in 2 days.
Yep.
So I'd say just drink from the cup, guys. Drink from the cup.
We like our straws though. And actually we reuse all of our plastic straws here at least a time or two if we can.
Yeah.
You know, we'll rinse them out, put them in the dishwasher, try and get them clean, and the kids will use them again.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my wife don't really use straws at home, but the kids do, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, that was our pep talk, I think. About straws. Yeah.
I got strong feelings.
Strong feelings about straws.
Strong straw feelings.
Something like that. Yeah. Gosh. So subscribe button and notification bell and like button and everything. Just smash it up and write us a message if you want to. If you don't want to, I ask you to do it either way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's probably it, I guess.
I suppose so.
Yeah. See you around, guys.
Later, players. Why did I say players? What the heck, Tony?